The 2012 regular season is in the books, so we're going to recap Week 17 right here in the Pro Football Weekly Spin Cycle, joined by senior editor Eric Edholm. And Eric, let's get started. The NFC, we all know who's going to make the playoffs, but it's still very cloudy. What did we learn about that conference today?
Well, the Atlanta Falcons are the number one seed. They've got that home field advantage. They play very well traditionally at the Georgia Dome. Maybe not as well this season as in years past. The NFC field is wide open. I think if you take a look at the winner of the Seahawks-Redskins game in the first round of the playoffs, that could be a team that could be scary, much like the Saints-Lions game felt like a year ago. A team that could get red hot in that game, could go on and win games. Obviously, the Saints lost in the playoffs, but they were a team that was thought to be very dangerous. I think the same of the Seahawks and Redskins. One of those teams could make a run this year.
You know, we've talked about this over and over again here. The Packers and 49ers at times look like the best teams in the league.
Yep.
Yet, you know, they're still behind the Falcons. Then you also look at that NFC. You have new teams in the playoffs. The AFC, not a lot of parity over there.
Right.
You only have the one new team in the Indianapolis Colts. So in the AFC, it looks like Broncos Patriots are just on that collision course. As you mentioned, though, NFC kind of wide open. On Week 17, you had some expectations met by some teams, but also some surprises, especially in the games where you knew the head coach was going to be gone after the game.
Yeah, I thought Andy Reid, could pull out all the stops. He tried the onside kick early in the game. He gave some players some chances, such as Michael Vick. In what probably is going to be their final game in Philadelphia, and yet they laid an egg. They played terribly. They had no energy after that onside kick and went downhill quickly from there. And the fact that they got outclassed the way they did, yes, I'm aware they're a bad team. I know they haven't played very well in the last couple of months, but they haven't quit. The effort has always been there. Not Sunday, not in Week 17. That was an awful performance in a game that, frankly, they probably could have caught the Giants off guard.
Yeah, they could have, and the Giants won that game, but not going to the playoffs. Tom Coughlin not in the hot seat, though.
Nope.
I know some Giants fans might want to throw him back there, but he is safe. The Giants, though, staying their postseason at home. The Chargers, though, played a nice game for Norv Turner in his final game, beating the Raiders there. So, but the Eagles definitely surprised a lot of people by laying an egg the way they did in Week 17. Player of the Week, I don't think there's really a lot of question. Well, there's some pretty impressive performances,
sure.
But how do you not give it to Adrian Peterson?
Yeah, I mean, Michael Crabtree was outstanding. There were some defensive players I thought played great. Everson Griffin in the Vikings game. D'Angelo Hall, great coverage. But I got to go with Peterson. The way he ran the football and the way he's run the football all season long. To be able to do what he's doing at this point in the season, after the surgery, after playing every week, not missing a game. Frankly, I had him pegged for 13 or 14 games like he's been due for in the past. He was great again, just a yard short of another 200-yard game against these Packers. They're going to see him again next week. They got to find a way to hold him to much fewer than that. But Adrian Peterson has carried this offense all season long. He was outstanding yet again in Week 17.
It was pretty fitting that it was a Peterson run that set up the game-winning field goal for Blair Walsh, and then he was just 9 yards short of that Eric Dickerson record. A quick shout-out to Alfred Morris, speaking of running backs.
Absolutely.
The rookie for the Redskins had a huge game on Sunday night, propelling the Redskins into the playoffs, winning the division for the first time since 1999. To see all of our analysis from Week 17 of the NFL season, head to our website at profootballweekly.com.